Why's my mouth hanging open? Oh, my mouth hanging open. My mouth's still hanging open? It kinda is. Okay, that's weird. Okay, hold on. I know how to fix that. Hmm? Okay, never mind. It's just not do. Okay, whatever. Whatever. It worked. Welcome! Welcome! Blah. Actually, let me do a couple more things first. Okay, here we go. Yay! Yeah, we got Doodle Moo! We got lots and lots of Doodle Moo. Also, my glasses. Holy. Today has been a day for me, but we got this. Okay, there we go. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. How you doing tonight? How's everyone doing? I'm just gonna make sure there's a good spot here. Yeah, I think I'll be good over here. How's everyone doing? Everyone doing good? I think we're doing good. Ooh, actually, I am gonna do one thing. I want to make sure that I have the actual bot open this time. So let me see. I was gonna make sure it works. Yeah, there we go, there we go, there we go. I just had to keep the streamer.bot tab open the whole time. It was all me. I could have done the lurk command, but take a plug. There we go. I'm EP myself. I hope the rest of your day goes well. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, just... That's a crud in my keyboard. Probably need to clean that thing. But I've been lazy because I haven't had the stuff. You're the plush. Plushy. I need a stupid little metal Sonic plush. Oh, by the way, guys, we tried something innovative and different. I uploaded a short, but I did it a couple hours before stream starts, so that when it hits the algorithm this time, people will see that I am streaming. Okay, also, first of all, thank you for 1.4 thousand views so far. Oh my gosh, I think we might have done it again. I think I may have made lightning strike twice. Why is there an okay comment chain? I just typed okay in the comments. What's up with you people? That is in fact how I remember about your stream. There we go. There we go. Oh, let me move my mic. Okay, stop. Nope, nope. You're not doing that again. You're not doing it again. Okay. There we go. I found about you because of the short smart. Yay! I fixed the algorithm. Also, I hope you are doing good. Mikun. Mikun EX. Oy. Doing fine? Good, 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 good. Ooh, actually, yeah. Okay. More official announcement, because all the announcements went out. I think I just did mine a little bit premature. Um, there we go. Oh yeah, I can actually here, I'll keep that little danky thing in the corner just for funsies. But first, I guess that's a thing I can say now. Yay! I am officially in the opening act of the Sunlit Stage VTuber concert taking place at TileCon in Mesa, Arizona. January 23rd. Yeah. Um Again, super special thanks for Corey Ojo for accepting my singing. I'm in a little chorus with some people. And it's gonna be lit, and it's the first time I've done anything really like a, I guess, concert or convention adjacent. So, super big for me. I make myself happy. But yeah, if you want to watch it when it happens, Friday, January 23rd, at 7:15 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It'll be streaming on twitch.tv/Corey Ojo, or you can get tickets for free. I think I have some links. I thought I had links. Because if I don't, I'll just find the links. Actually, wait a minute, I can do this. Okay. Yippee! I'm gonna be there for like a tiny bit of a fraction, but here's a link to the reservation page. Eee. Okay, now we'll go back to low quality moo. We'll go back to low moo. If I lived in Arizona, I would go, but I'm a billion miles away. I am also 1 billion miles away. Why do you think I did? Why do you think I did the virtual? DTT, what's up? Ooh, DTT. I have more Uma talk. Why do we both live on the sun? I live in the mime dimension, thank you. Wait, no. Wait, that doesn't work. I got kicked out. No, wait. Lore-wise, I got kicked out. I'm technically... Oh my god, no. I'm sorry, I'm playing games on my phone during stream. I did a 10 pull and I got more cards. Mind if I share something funny about 100 line? Oh yes, share the funny. Alright, I need opinions and I'm going to throw them on you specifically. So... I got 3 new cards. I'm regrettably skipping the Christmas Ogre pull just so I can focus on cards more. I'll probably be doing that until one really comes along that I like. Oh, remember how I said the sale was supposed to end yesterday for the game? Did it not end? Okay, yeah, here. I got the vodka, the SR vodka speed card, and I got I got the serious Symboli guts card, which I feel like immediately gives me an edge just from the pure what, lesbianism? It is just a bunch of girls fawning over another woman. Like, that's the gayest card ever. And then I got the SSR Yukino Bijin Wit card. I don't know if any of those are good. Except for the serious Symboli card. That has aura. And you can't beat Aura. Or Christmas Uguri is gonna be goated for a while. Dude, for real. The way that you can practically like control the skill is like the ultimate, like the big skill activates when you specifically do 3 what stamina saving skills, whatever, the blue skills, I guess. Immediately after you telling me about Library of Rudia, my friend started telling me about it. Oh my gosh. He's stuck on the Queen of Hatred and Love Town. I'm oh god. They're combining. They're merging. But all I can think of is that one video is like, Uma Musume if it was woke. He Amazon. Abolish ice shower. Oh, lastly, holy shoot. Participation ticket. Every time I see Serious Symboli, I just read it in the voice that I see in that stupid video. It's just Serious Symboli. I did ending 1 out of 100 over the weekend, and it was so peak I actually cried. Dude, if ending 1 is getting you, I am scared of how the other endings are gonna go. Oops, sorry, just making sure my tabs are open. Dude, I'm sure out of 100 endings, you're gonna get like... You're gonna get so many emotions in there. It was so good that if the game was just the first route in this specific route, I'd still be Game of the Year. Dang! Dude! That's a high bar. Excuse me, 100 line has 100 endings? When the 100 line has 100 lines in it? No. But yeah, I'm shocked about that too. 100 endings. Unironically peak branding. I'm scared. I am scared of it. But 21 routes, and your choices can have bad endings that all count towards the 100. Okay, question. Do you have... Okay, is there a true ending that's only unlocked when you get, like... Okay. Look, it's a visual novel story type thing, multiple endings. There's got to be a true ending in there. Do you have to do the other 99 to get number 100? Because then all I can think of is Shadow the Hedgehog, the PlayStation. There is no true... Oh! That's actually clever. Honestly, good way to go around it. It's interesting. I guess just not having like a... I guess not capping off your story with some kind of like definitive narrative of like, oh, this is the route that happens for real, for real. On God, no cap. That's interesting. The Uchikoshi route has some route locks, but the Kodaka route I did has no story lock aside from the first route. Okay, so there are some... Okay, so there's some routes that you have to unlock, but... Okay. Okay. Uchikoshi... Oh, it's the 999 guy. Right. 999 was peak. I only played the first one. I need to play the others. I need to play a lot. In fact, I think there was another game that I thought... I think I saw somebody mention a game on the timeline, on my Twitter timeline, and then I was like, I just saw the abbreviation. I was like, oh yeah, that game. That's a cool game. And then I found out why it was trending, and then I thought, okay, maybe that's not a good game to play. I'm probably not gonna do that. Odd to see a game story that have the balls to not set up a sequel nowadays. What game was it? Okay, I want to clarify. This is genuinely a horrific situation. The circumstance itself kind of made me... I guess the circumstance of, like, finding out about things and then slowly having that ripped apart was kind of funny, but in all seriousness, it's a bad situation. So last time... Let's see, last time we talked on the phone with Oshi-san. Doodle kind of does look gothic. You know what? I think it's the eyeliner. I think it's the eyeliner. But, let's see. Oshi-san, we called that guy. We were calling our fat chud detective friend on the phone. But we're, graciously and politely, interrupted by the sound of a knock at the door and her sweet precious friend Rena, bringing us some delicious miso soup and yummy food and vegetables. Unfortunately, we were very improper, and we not only berated her, her kind act, and lied about our parents being at the house, but we ended up closing her fingers into the door, and it was not very fun. Yeah, Rena, our great kind friend who wants to feed us sweet kind... Yeah, thank you. Sweet and wholesome. I'm open. I did not notice we had a double doodle moo. This is my artistic depiction of the Virgin Mary holding baby Jesus. But yeah, our parents aren't home right now. Keiichi's the generational fumbler with the ladies, for real. You could have had a baddie, honey. You could have had a baddie. Needless to say, I am more scared than ever, because what the heck is Rena gonna do? Because, what, is she gonna go spread the word? Like, oh my goodness, Keiichi-kun slammed my fingers in the front door. Understandable, it was some... Okay. Was it self-defense, though? Because she was just kind of... You could, at the very most, use, I guess, consider it a vague threat. Just found you, and wow, I already love you. Thank you! Thank you! Maimu, do you browse AO3? I have not gone on AO3 in ages. I should. I honestly should. I need to find some good fanfics. But yeah, I'm not quite sure how the rest of the troupe is going to handle the, you know, the incident. Okay. There we go. Oh, this is your first run through the game? Yeah, blind. We're doing blind. Blind playthrough. Okay, so the top 100 SIP fics were updated for 2025. I actually saw some controversy about that. I saw people saying that the statistics were a little weird and wonky. Though I'm not particularly an expert. I put a spoon and a fork in a toaster. Please unplug the toaster. Alright. I guess I'd be lying if I said I didn't get any sleep. It looks gray. Can't see. Dude, no! I bring this up because 100 Line got at 92, right below Joker and Akechi? How the heck? How? I tried to stay awake all night, but there were definitely gaps in my memory. Guess I kept nodding off and jerking awake in a panic all night. Fair enough. Spent all night hugging the metal bat and sat on top of the futon I used to barricade my door. Waiting. Watching, just in case someone tried to break through my window. Look at that cute little chibi dog. It's my little moo. It's a BL ship, by the way. Aren't like 3/4 of the ships BL on these AO3 lists? It's all yaoi. Always has been. My favorite pastime, though, is seeing where the Chinese donghwas end up on the list. Just because I have that one friend. I have that one friend that reads. Let's see, where was it on the list? Where was it on the list? Hold on, where was it? That one. Oh, somewhere. Hey! That's where I was looking for. 58. Huacheng and Xianlian. And, I know those tones are going to be off. I'm not going to even try the tones. Tianguan Sifu. This is for you, Boyd. Rest in peace, man. Minus 28. Big oof. In my AO3, very occasionally. There's like tiny sprinkles. Anna. Oh, wait, I think I saw what it was. I thought some people were talking about how one of the lists didn't have, like, the race, and how some of the points of the list was like, showing, like, white bias in some of the ships. I'm not sure how that works. I'm not sure how the AO3 culture works. If I left this spot, that one would break through the door, sending the futon flying and attack me. But if I stopped watching the window, someone would break through the glass and attack me. I tried telling myself I was just being paranoid, but I couldn't sleep. The thought of being so vulnerable scared the living daylights out of me. I did not see that discourse at all. I don't know what I was seeing. I think I was seeing bits and pieces of something. I'm not even sure. All I saw were people getting excited over their favorite ship being in it. Okay, another thing. 911 has fanfiction? 911 has fanfiction? Why is it number 2? It was number 1 last year. It says -1. How does that even happen? My feed is godlike. Give me your feed instead of mine. Sleep meant taking that risk. I didn't need it. So much better to just stay awake. At some point during the endless cycle of nodding off and jolting awake, light began to shine outside. That's it. Everything has fanfiction. I await the Maimu fanfiction. It wasn't so much the morning as it was just the sun simply having risen. I snuck a peek out through the curtains. Rena was gone. I sure hope. Couldn't see her anywhere, no matter how hard I looked. Finally, I breathed a deep sigh of relief. The night was finally over. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't tired, but I didn't feel like sleeping at the moment. I still had time. But I needed to make my own breakfast, so I'd better get started soon. Maimu fanfic. She returns to the mime dimension and makes amends for her crimes. No! No! Your media literacy! No! No! Skipping school was also an option. Remember what happened the last time you skipped school? With my mom gone, it'd be easy to play hooky. Honestly, I debated it. I probably wouldn't debate it just because of the whole mochi incident. The risk involved in leaving my house was incalculable. So staying holed up here was probably my safest option. But staying here wouldn't solve anything. Oshi-san wouldn't help me without cold, hard evidence. Neither he nor my parents. So, unless I found some sort of proof, These relentless nights would never end. I stretched my body, tilted my head back, and closed my eyes just like I did every morning. Maimu fanfic where we 100% bow in Wonderworld. Maimu fanfic where I jump off a cliff. Maimu fanfic where I go down to your house and I boil you alive. Or just talk to Rena. Yeah, might be a good idea. Actually, this is like... Wasn't this like 80s, 90s? Tape recorder? Tape recorder? Talking to girls is icky, though. True, they have cooties. Wait a minute. Do you guys think Oyashiro-sama has cooties? And that's why he doesn't want to deal with it? Just think about it. It was all men having issues with Oyashiro-sama, and all the girls are doing fine. I think it's cooties. I regulated my breathing and regained my senses. Calm down, Keiichi Maebara. I'm gonna take a shot every time he says to calm down. Let's go to school. Let's wait until they set their trap for me. But that didn't mean I was just going to twiddle my thumbs. Yasha's type of abuse their Ken doll as a child. I needed to avoid that trap and secure irrefutable evidence. Take note of the plates of any car that drives up. If I see someone suspicious, check their clothes and face. I wasn't just protecting myself. I was preparing myself to turn their attack against them and retaliate. The tension was similar to when two samurai were both aiming to slay each other with a single motion as they drew their katanas. I was not at a disadvantage. I would have a chance to retaliate. I finally felt a bit of courage growing in my chest. Alright. Let's go to school. I tightened my grip on Satoshi's bat. He was the only partner I could count on. Your only partner's fucking dead. Satoshi, please lend me your strength. Where is he? He's nowhere. Where is he? I can't even say he's in heaven. He's probably in, I don't know, Oyashiro limbo. And entrust your dying regrets to me, since you were probably murdered. I'll make sure I dispel them. Catch him. I'm Ash from Pellet Town. Wait, you guys know his Japanese name, right? Wait a minute. Oh, not off the top of my head. I've probably seen it. Hold on, let me see. Wait a second. That was the joke. You know what? Satoshi is just gonna be Ash Ketchum in my mind now. Satoshi. Where is my spaghetti? I ate the spaghetti. It was just right there, and it looked really good, and I cooked it. With renewed resolve, I checked the clock. It was so early. Of course, I was going to school by myself today. You are very likely going to get stalked by Rena. If I didn't want to run into Rena or Mion, I needed to leave now. I realize I said an old head joke and you guys are younger than me. Oh my gosh. I had spaghetti for dinner. Ooh, what do you guys have on your spaghetti? Like, what kind of toppings? Toppings? What do you mix in? Mix in, topping, whatever. The shattered fragments of the cupboard were still strewn all over the entryway. Right. I meant to clean that up last night, but never got around to it with the phone call and everything. Yeah, just a little bit of silliness. If my parents came back and saw this while I was at school, I would never hear the end of it. Oh, Megs! What's up, dude? How's it going? I like mine with a bit of melted fresh cheese. Oh, yeah. Great homemade meat sauce. Ah, man, I love a good meat sauce. Still, I'd be wasting time if I cleaned it up right now. And considering what would happen if I ran into Rena or Mion, it wouldn't be too late to clean it up after I got back home. You're gonna die. Making extra certain that the doors were locked, I left the house. My uniform was still covered in mud from yesterday, so I left it in the washer. Today I was going to school in a tracksuit. By wearing a different outfit this morning, my mind was forced to accept that today was different from yesterday. I had a hunch. Today might be the day I get killed. Keep your guard up, Keiichi Maibara. The only one who gets to decide if today is my last is me. Sweet, precious scenery. Hey, we're at school. Nobody ran us over. I spent the morning practicing my swing like it was my natural routine. After a while, Rena arrived at the school. Yay! Our eyes met, but we said nothing. Rena said nothing about last night, as if it never happened. But I could see that those events were real by the wound carved into her fingers. Oh my god. I just heard her telling Satoko and the others that the bandages were from hurting herself and the kid. I was wondering if she was going to tell people. I saw a cute girl and said she's going to be the death of me. I know it. That's... See, here's the thing, too. When they get that crazy look in their eyes, we don't know if it's, like, them genuinely acting up or if it's, like, a possession thing or what the deal is. See, that's the thing. Does she genuinely not remember, or is she just trying to, like, not talk about it? Though it wasn't like it bothered me. Yes, it does. The details that Oishi-san shared about Rena's incident before transfer played vividly in my mind. Oh yeah! She did permanently damage a child, didn't she? Now that I knew about it, I couldn't even dream of Rena as a cute, ideal girl. I'm scared. I think she's just a sweet girl and doesn't want other people to see him in a bad way. Honestly, valid. You know what? Valid. Actually valid. Then Keiichi went to therapy and it all worked out in the end. There we go. It took a couple years, but everybody finally worked things out amongst themselves and we all sang Kumbaya and held hands. It was Mion. I'd already sensed her approach, so I wasn't that surprised.
I'm
a little scared. I gave her a curt reply without my usual jokes. Then, I gave the bat an even larger swing, tactically keeping Mion from getting any closer. I am the drink. Did you juice yourself, dude? And Satoshi came back from his multi-year-long training arc in the mountains, and then everybody formed a national baseball team, and it was awesome. I think Mion got the message, but she still urged me to give it a rest. I swung the bat even harder as a sign of my refusal. You think you the drink, you not even the cup. You think you the shit, you ain't even the fart. I ignored Mion and kept swinging. I'm a little scared. Normally she'd get mad or bored and leave if someone gave her the cold shoulder like this. But Mion just stood there, waiting patiently for me to stop swinging. I didn't sense any hostility. We were at school in plain view. Incel energy. Yeah, he's acting like all these girls are trying to kill him. I don't think he'd suddenly attack me here. Or was that too naive? Still, I was starting to get tired. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad to take a break and hear her out. Sweat poured from me as I stopped swinging. Ew. I noticed my... Oh, pardon me. I noticed my shoulders were heaving as I breathed. I cursed my lack of exercise. I don't think... Okay, this kid has also never heard of a warm-up in his life. Has he ever stretched? Has he ever, like, just swung his arms a little bit first before swinging a bat? Lurmu in the corner. Like we haven't even unlocked her yet. Yeah, sorry. That's the DLC moo. I'm on hour 55 of Red Dead Redemption 2 and I'm only 70% of the story. Dang. At this rate, I might not be able to move as I need when the time came. You gotta pay $5.99 for that move. Yeah, $5.99 for DLC, guys. I should probably keep practicing my swings to build stamina, in addition to the excuse for carrying the bat around with me. $5.99 move. I'm only dealing with you right now because I judge the situation to be safe. Talking to you alone away from others? That's out of the question. I don't think I've seen this expression. Has she been upset before? Mion was uncharacteristically trying to choose her words. But unlike Oishi-san, it didn't look like she was going to talk about something I'd rather not hear. Mion was puzzled, trying to find the right thing to say. Chat, we had the chance to do the funniest thing. But then, she gave herself a horny laugh to break herself and admire. Yay! I will say, I've noticed, ever since this game, characters like Mion and Nice Nature, I like middle school, high school age characters.
Titan tossed $6 through the portal on Blur Blurmoo.
Oh my god. No. Okay. You did it. DLC unlocked. Yay! You did it. Yeah. Thank you for the 6. Thank you for the 6er. I appreciate it. I also... I've noticed I've started really liking characters. You sure? Nah, man, I fumbled it. No. It's for the vine. You guys are good at stun locking me, you know? You would think old men have better vocabulary. Thank you for the 6. It means a lot. It really means a lot. Alright guys, we have to stop. Sorry. Mion said that we had to stop. No more fun. She cut straight to the point. Her request was so frank I didn't understand it for a moment. I already stopped swinging to listen to her, hadn't I? Hey, stop swinging that bat. I just did. Stream over me and said stop. Oh my god, it actually is. Oh?
悪いけど
It took me some time to understand what she was asking for. What's wrong with... Idiot.
なんでだよ。余計なお世話だよ。
Can I be frank? How can you be frank when you're banana bread?
別に誰にも迷惑かけてないだろ。
かけてる
Mion said it flat out. This didn't make any sense. And that was really irritating.
俺がいつ誰に迷惑をかけたよ。
What's she thinking? Mion was at a loss for words. She finally made up her mind and spoke. But she stuttered as she said it.
だってさケイちゃんそれ人のバットだしさ無断借用は悪いし
転校した生徒の忘れ物だろ。
It's been one of those games with multiple choice decisions. Okay. Here's the thing. This really has been a giant reading session. I know it's a visual novel. I genuinely can't tell at this point whether we are going to make any kind of divergent choices, but I'm also at a point where the writing's so good I can't even judge if we do it or not.
本人が取りに来るまで借りてるだけだよ。
ああまあね転校したし
But I like hearing you read. Ah. Mion grew uncharacteristically flustered. Does she know? I made it all too clear that his transfer was a lie.
でも
There
変わ
isn't.
ってるよな。
Oh. It's still fun.
兄貴だけ転校なんだろ。妹は転校しなかったんだろ。
Mion couldn't hide her reaction as my word shook her up. Dude, you're poking the bear.
ケイちゃん知ってたの
北条聡。
Maimu, I got a trigger warning for you. What's up? I got Ogre Christmas first try. Technically, I'm better, because when I did my 10 pull, I got 3 new cards, and you only got 1 new horse. So, I'm better. By default.
聡子の兄貴だろ。去年鬼隠しにあって消えた。
You said the D word. My horse is cute, but I have serious Symboli, and she gets all the horses. In fact, she's amazing. Mood awful. I'm scared. Unable to respond to that, Mion fell silent.
レナにも言われた。なんで素振りを始めたのか。
Okay, you're poking the bear. You are poking the bear so hard. If you're gonna collect evidence, you need to get your stuff together. You need to, like, get along. You need to figure out what to do here.
サトシもやってたんだってな。素振り。
Keiji's so bad at everything. It's one of those things where I absolutely empathize with all the wrong decisions he's making because he is a child. But also, you are stupid. I'm sorry, I can't focus on stream because I unlocked DLC mode. It's so shiny, it's amazing. Here, just for you. Get a little bigger. Bro, he's a little baby, doesn't even have hair under his arms yet. Dude, screaming for Milky. He wants mommy and milk. He wants him mommy and he wants him milk.
それも失踪の直前に。
I'm bored of Unblurred Moon. When do we get new DLC? I don't know. 1 liter of breast milk? Excuse you. Okay. See, this is usually the part. Yeah, you should regret that. Usually this is the part where we demand a new amount and then the joke keeps going. I don't want to take money. Name your price. Blur baby doodle moo? Hold on, I don't know if I can edit the individual items like that. I don't know if I can do that with the individual items. Oh, I could add other items. I could add other items for DLC. Homunculus.
Titan tossed $6 through the portal. Reblur unblurred blurmoo.
Reblur unblur. Okay, thank you for another 6. Okay, here. And here. And as a bonus, I deep fried the blurmoo. Merch Boo will fund themselves purely off of Vine Energy donos. Oh my god. Fried moo. Moo.
これってさ、お社様のたたりに合う前兆って
You're
わけなのか
poking the bear, dumbass. Mion, what do you think about fried moo? Alright, everyone, shut up. Inverted colors moo? Hold on, how do I even invert colors in the filters? Wait, Mion panicked and looked around?
頼むよケイちゃん。お社様の話はうかつにしないでよ。私はそんなに信じてないからいいけどさ、他のみんなはすごく信じてる。
You don't? Wait a minute. You don't?
レナなんかやばいくらいに。
やばいくらいに
Wait, mean, why are you questioning that? Yabai kurai ni. Yeah, no shit, yabai.
とにかく、みんな怖がってるんだよ。
Scored first place in my graded group B run? Ooh, you know what? We're gonna Max right now. I need to run. I need to do my run. I'm gonna do my run in the background. I wanted to fight the adults, but I was stuck in the kiddie pool. Dude, I wasn't even allowed in the kiddie pool before. Everyone's mood is great. I'm very scared. I don't remember this. Was this a thing before? My Agnes Digital is the #2 favorite. He looks like Goku with that face. That was always there for the final race. Oh, I probably forgot. Because this is the first time it's the first one I got the final race. Sorry, I'm looking at the Twinkle Month special issue here. I have my Agnes Digital in the article. It says, "You're my Oshi Digital. I'll be rooting for you." Whoa, thanks, I guess. Yeah, that makes me happy, but are you insane? Tokai Teo, a promising runner with a total win rate of 6%. Oh no. Let's see. Here, we're just gonna game. Here, we're gonna multi-game.
もしもこれが悪ふざけならやめな。
20 to 1 odds.
サトシの真似は絶対にやめて。
Ow. I was the one who was scared. Here, I think... I think I'm... yeah, I think we'll be good. Okay. Who do I have to thank for taking up this bat in the first place? Ooh, my pen. That line reminded me of a funny story one of my homies told me. Tell me the homie story. But it still unsettled me knowing that my actions were overlapping with Satoshi's. It would be one thing if someone suggested it, but I thought I was making... Ooh, I thought I was making my own decisions.
先に言っとく。俺はサトシのことは何も知らない。みんなが隠してたからな。
隠してたってわけじゃ。
毎年起こる事件のこと隠してたろ。
あ、それはケイちゃんを
怖がらせたくなかったってのか。
Ah, my Agnes got a late start. Sorry, I forgot the meme. Don't call them Agnes, bro. Okay, so he was getting hit on by a girl and he wasn't getting the hint. Then she sent him a spicy pic and he got scared. Ah, boobs! Rage face.
それが理由で俺だけのけ者かよ。
いや、そんなつもりじゃ。
ミオンに直にダム現場で事件がなかったかって聞いたよな。ミオンはないって言ったじゃないか。バラバラ殺人があったのによ。嘘つき野郎。
See, here's the thing. I have a wedding dress air groove and I've been keeping on using her, but like, she's good at running in the front. She's a really good pacer, but I feel like I did not focus enough on the guts here. Oh, she did activate her skill though. Okay. She might be winning this. Honestly, them not telling him about someone getting murdered every year is probably for the best. Yeah. Nah. Oh my god, the gold. Oh, my gold city unlocked hers too. Cool.
ごめん。嘘ってわけじゃ。
仲間ってのは隠し事なんかなしだろ。そうだろ。
Ooh, everyone's bunching up.
じゃあお前らは仲間じゃない。
Chill, dude.
ケイちゃん。
My Agnes digital too. Honey, you are... Mion looked helpless and flustered. Was I imagining the tears in her eyes? Oh, I think I'm getting silver. I'm getting silver. I'm getting silver. Oh, shoot. Wait. Wait, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Come on. Come on. Silver. Wait. Wait. Silver. I got silver. Oh, I almost got caught up. Almost caught up to that Saiyan sky. Somebody had the second. Not bad. I will take it. Beaten by a nose. Half a length, technically. It was a couple more. It was like a couple more meters.
ああ、それに先日の見舞いのおはぎ、あれうまかったぜ。血が出るかと思った。
Let me get my rewards though. Ooh, yay! I got tickets and 900 carrots. Yay! I'll pull on those later. I'm so scared to play Uma because I'm pretty sure I wouldn't play anything else for a month. Dude, it's fun. The learning curve is insane, but it's fun.
やったのはどっちだ。お前か、レナか。
私。
You! She admitted it so easily. I couldn't help but be surprised at how easy that was.
死ぬかもしれなかったんだぞ。仲間にあんな真似をするのかよ。
そんな。ちょっとしたいたずらじゃん。
That ain't a prank. That's a crime. Mion gave me a wry smile mixed with confusion, causing even more anger to well up inside me.
あれがいたずらで済むかよ。
absolutely need good support cards to do well, though. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm trying to focus on getting more support cards. In fact, here, I'll do another 10 pull, just for funsies. I have enough to do another... I have like 1,500. Yeah. Wait. Bro ain't waiting for the fine motion rerun. I need things now. I am desperate. I need to uncap what I can, man. Oh, wait a minute. Is the SSR Nice Nature card good? Did I get peak? Oh, wait. I, clicked the wrong thing. I was gonna say, think there was a prank? I grabbed Mion by the collar and lifted her up. Sheesh. It wasn't the same as putting Tabasco sauce in a piece of mochi. It was a needle! A sewing needle! I'd swallowed that. It lodged in my throat. What did she think would happen? Mion's face froze as her body rattled in fear. This wasn't the Mion Sonozaki I knew anymore.
とにかくお前は仲間じゃない。仲間じゃない奴の指図は受ける言われはない。
Wasn't your whole thing getting evidence?
俺のことは当分放っておいてもらうぜ。いいな。
Mion wasn't replying anymore.
俺を消そうとしても簡単にはいかないからな。
It does have on your left. Oh, low special priority. It does have on your left. Oh, okay. I'll keep that in mind.
お前らは最初から警察に疑われてんだ。
Okay, now you're just getting a little cocky there.
サトシを消せたように簡単に消せると思うなよ。
I said it clearly. This was my declaration of war. What's that one? You guys ever see that panel? That picture from the comic panel from the Sonic the Hedgehog comic? You're just like round and a ball. It's just like, for the first time of his life, Sonic knows the meaning of the word war. Yeah, this card ain't looking too hot even at MLB. I give it a 2 out of 5. Trying to get what I can, and that's what I get. Well, at least I get more gold cleats. Yay!
俺も過去の事件はお前らが怪しいと思ってる。
Shut up! KG, shut up!
ダムの反対運動の時からお前が警察の世話になってたこともよ
KG,
く知ってる。
KG, shut up. KG,
隠しきれてると思うなよ。
KG.
いいな。
They are gates.
どうしてそんなことまで。
KG, you're an idiot. Bjorn stood there with a dumbstruck look on her face. That was when I heard the principal ringing the bell for school. It was time for morning
行こう
homeroom.
ぜ。委員長がいないとまずいだろう。ん？
That moment, for the first time, I realized Mion was sobbing as tears ran down her cheeks. You made a girl cry.
ひどいよケイちゃん。
み
I wanted to console her, but I shut my mouth. Dude. I had no need to feel guilty.
俺行くぜ。ホームルーム遅れるなよ。
Mion will remember this. I left Mion still shaking as I turned around to head for the entrance. I had no idea how troubling it was to make a girl cry. Behind my back, I could hear her muttering. It's a faint mutter as she was speaking to herself.
そっか。
This is what happens when you poke the bear.
Eh?
She wasn't saying it to anyone. It's Mion talking to herself. But it was a sobbing voice that had a kind of giddy cursing tone. I inadvertently stopped and turned back towards her.
ケイちゃんに全部バラしたの。あの野郎か。
Wait a minute, she knew him! Ooh! She balled up her fists as her tears continued to rain down. Oh, sorry, I am just, adjusting my headphones. She glared at a spot at the ground, with a terrifying, yet smiling face, cursing. A chill ran down my spine from that demonic expression. This transformation. Mion's transformation was different from
あ
Rena's.
の時殺しとくんだったな。
Excuse me. Whoa. You cannot. No, what? No, okay. Never mind. Keiichi, I think you were justified. Keiichi, you might have been just like a little bit justified. Maybe gone a little bit too far. You're a little justified here.
として定年だからって容赦してやった恩も忘れやがって。
Okay, wow. Okay, that's all the dirty laundry. Okay. Retiring this year. Connect the dots. Was she talking about Oshi-san? Yeah. No.
ちくしょう。ちくしょう。あのじじい。絶対に殺してやる。
Felt like the air itself had begun distorting. With Mion at the center, the world had begun to twist and spiral. Bending. Whirling. This was the first time I'd experienced such a visage.
起立。気をつけ。
Bro, I don't know what's going on. Mion made a big excuse for her red eyes by saying there was something wrong with her contacts. After that, neither Rena nor Mion spoke to me for the rest of the day. And now you've got two girls on your back, trying to kill you. Okay, cool. Neither Satoko nor Rika-chan looked me in the eye. Strangely, I didn't feel hurt. I think it just went back to the way it was. The month since I transferred it had been almost too much fun. That was all. School was supposed to be something like this to begin with. Should have disliked that feeling. But today it felt oddly refreshing. The bell rung, sounding the end of the monotonous school day. It felt so tense, so dull. It would cause a lot of unpleasant memories if they asked me to join in on the club activities. I promptly started preparing to go home without even looking at them. Stuffed the contents of my desk into my bag, wrapped my hand around Satoshi's now familiar bat, and began heading toward the entrance. I was assailed by both the exhausting relief that nothing had happened today, and the tiring possibility of the same thing repeating tomorrow. Sorry, just getting the right mic thing here. But deep down inside me, far beneath, in the recesses of my heart, achingly I knew this would be the last day of this cycle. I couldn't tell how the ending would be. Whether it would end as I wished it to end, or if it would end as I hoped it wouldn't. Regardless, in my current state, there was something more important than how things would end. There was something I wanted to know. Why did I have to be killed? How did it come to this? Why? For what purpose? The sunlight was relentless. The sun, the heat, even the air. They wouldn't give me my answers. Could it be that the cries of the Higurashi were desperately trying to tell me something? Somewhere, mixed in with their shrieks, Tomitake-san and Satoshi were also probably trying to tell me something. I simply hadn't been able to realize it yet. I do realize it. I wonder if I will be among the Higurashi fruitlessly crying to the next victim. Glancing down at my feet, I saw a Higurashi on its back, spasming weakly. Ugh. Wee bwee. Bwee. There was still much of the summer left. Yet this one was already chirping its last song. Wee wee. You said it, you said the thing. Said it. Said it. I couldn't tell what it was saying, no matter how hard I listened. But I had to try. I had to try to listen to what it was desperately trying to tell me. That moment, the shrills of the Higurashi ceased all at once. Can't believe bro doesn't speak bug. For real, get with the program, bro. As if they'd huddled together, fearing that the person who'd brought them to their dreadful fate had arrived. Ooh, that was too quiet. There was no mistaking it. Presence was approaching. It truly was our Higurashi when they cry. Oh, what the hell did you call me? Minor spelling mistake, deleting my account. Sound of footsteps was almost non-existent. Taco Torres, what is up? How you doing? If the Higurashi hadn't warned me by ending their chirping, I wouldn't have noticed. I bet it's your friend. I don't know what friends I do have anymore, to be honest. What do I have? What do I have left? I was just barely able to hold back that creeping, suffocating feeling of horror. It wasn't something I could hold back for long. But in this moment where I needed to be razor sharp, I was able to retain my composure. I wasn't going to shout like I did yesterday. I hid myself calmly amongst the trees, waiting for my pursuer's shadow. Could I get them to pass by me? Since I was able to hear their footsteps, they were probably also able to hear mine. I might have already been able to tell that I'd hidden myself and was holding my breath. The person tailing me. Was it Rena, just like yesterday? It was Rena. I wouldn't hold back. I could just yell at her to make her go ahead like yesterday. Jeez, dude, stop. What is it with you and yelling at Lemon? Can you believe it, guys? They turned Satoshi into a Higurashi. She's Satoshi. If it wasn't Rena, it would depend on how they acted, I guess. Footsteps ambled closer. Swallowed. Wiped my clammy hands on my pants. And readjusted the grip on the bat. 97 subs? You didn't get one from me? Is that banana peppers? I could tell that the fear that had been beaten back once was now waiting for another opening to come at me. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's me. Peeked out from behind the tree at that person following me. My imagination hadn't let me astray. It was Rena. We were gonna yell at a woman. Woman yelling simulator. There was a bit of relief as I realized it was someone I knew. But that feeling left me in an instant. This wasn't the same Rena that I knew. Her eyes were dark and lifeless. Look at that face and tell me that's dark and lifeless. It came back to a woman yelling simulator. Where her mouth appeared as if it was carved into a crescent. So it looked like she was grinning slightly. And in her right hand was a hatchet. Guys, I think we're in deep. Oh no. 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 I hid myself behind the tree once again and recalled the unbelievable sight I just saw. What was that just now? Rena holding a hatchet? The embodiment of terror laid bare. Baseball, practicing my swing. There were tons of excuses for me to be carrying a bat. But for that hatchet? There's no excuse for that. A hatchet? It's like that?
ケイチくん、
If I could frown in this form, I would.
かくれんぼかなかな。
My heart was pounding. Hard enough that I had trouble breathing. What little composure I had been able to hold on to was now crushed. In its place, cold sweat gushed forth, covering my entire body, letting me know precisely what kind of emotion had taken hold. Not good. Not good. Not good. I wasn't able to hide myself completely. She already knew I was here.
レナを驚かせようとしたのかなかな。
Silly Keiichi. Rena was just reenacting her favorite retired reading novel, The Hatchets. I decided that it would be better to reveal myself now, since there was still space between us, than to allow Rena to come any closer. I adjusted my grip on the bat again, readied myself mentally, and stepped out from behind the tree.
ケイチくん、見つけた。
Rena was pleased that she found me, eliciting a mysterious giggle. Oh my god. Is this visual novel based on an anime? There is a Higurashi When They Cry anime. It's based on the visual novel. Her mouth was smiling, but her eyes told me she was displeased by the fact that I had been hiding. Those eyes. So empty. My legs began to quiver. Not good. In the pit of my stomach, some sort of viscous, hot, and cold substance began spreading around. I allowed it. The substance would slip into my bloodstream and undoubtedly freeze all the organs in my body. Not good. Not good. I'll be devoured by Rena at this rate. Some men actually quite enjoy being devoured by a woman. You think you'd be a little bit happier about this scenario? I'm sorry, you're in middle school. I'm going to jail. Strike back. Don't lose.
何の用だよ。
I blustered, hiding behind my bravado. Clearly Keiichi is ace. Yep, he has not thought about boobs a single time. But Rena didn't flinch one bit.
ケイチくんと同じ。帰り道だよ。
じゃあそのナタは何だよ。
じゃあケイチくんのそのバットは何なのかな。
Not gonna lie, she kinda got you there.
俺は素振りで。
じゃあレナは宝探しなの。
Okay, she kinda called you on that one. And they gave a flippant explanation as to why she had such a fearsome weapon.
宝探し？
ダム現場の宝の山にね、また新しいかいいのを見つけたの。だからね、それを発掘するために必要なの。
信じるかよ、そんなの。
信じないよね。
She got you good. Not gonna lie. Rena's laugh was obviously very strange. I'd seen Rena's transformation so many times before. The one today was completely different. Like her mischievous tone and the shrewd glint in her eyes. It wasn't something that roundabout. Not sure what to say. It was just so obvious.
待ってよケイチくん。
Dang. Retta didn't stop walking, even if she let out that eerie laugh. Walked. For real. Whenever Retta got too close to me, I would scurry away and turn back towards her. This cycle repeated over and over again. Oh my god, really? No matter how you looked at it, I was being chased by Retta and was trying to escape.
ついてくるなよ。
それはできない相談だよ。レナのうちもこっちだもん。
When I met with Retta on this road yesterday, she cowered and trembled as she followed my commands. Today was different. Retta didn't show a hint of trepidation. Actually, wasn't I the one who was cowering? If the way home for Retta and me was the same, that'd be fine. Just change my route. That'd work out, wouldn't it? I turned onto a side street I'd never been down and knew little about. But Retta saw me do that and followed me while laughing because she's following you and she sees you directly, and why would that do anything different? Why? Why? Are you going home? Just go home down the street you normally do. Should I quit YouTube? I'm thinking about leaving. Winners never quit, and quitters never win. Sorry, that sounds very cheesy. All good things come with time. Takes work and research and all that good stuff. It's not worth quitting. It's a mix of just figuring stuff out, and you get no views, no likes, no comments, no subscribers. I know what I want to say. I'm trying to figure out how I want to say it. Do you like what you create? Pro tip coming from the Twitch side of things, community building is one of the best ways to fix that. And by that I mean go befriend other YouTubers. True. Gotta go. Hope I can catch you. See you later, Tyler. Have a good night. It can be a struggle, but you gotta hold on to every little bit of anything you get. You all start somewhere. Nobody starts with an audience or audience organically. True. Absolutely true. Why? Did you follow me down this weird little side road? Those thoughts screamed in my head, eventually splitting out of my mouth.
どうしてついてくるんだよ。
The tone of my voice was already tinged with terror.
ケイチ君とお話ししたいから。ケイチ君もレナとお話ししたいんじゃないかな。かな。
No.
俺は何も話したいことなんかない。
嘘だよね。相談したいこときっとあるはずだよ。
ない。レナと話すことなんか何もないよ。
嘘だよね。
嘘じゃないよ。
Ah, she did the thing again. And his scream echoed, startling some nearby birds in the flight. Like I said, just talk to your friends. I cringed in fear. The only other thing I could do was increase my pace.
お話ししようよ、ケイチ君。お話。お話。
Okay, if somebody was following you around ominously with a hatchet, though, do you want to talk to that person? Do you? But also, probably be a good idea if you did, wouldn't it? Damn it. As I'm running down this unfamiliar and deserted street. Yeah, you're kind of making things harder on yourself.
ケイチ君には悩んでる
If she was
こと
my
がある
friend,
んじゃないかな。
yes.
ないよ。何も悩んでない。
Dumbledore said calmly. Even though I was running, even though Rena was walking, Once I get any farther
わ
away.
かるよ、わかる。レナはわかるよ。怖いんだよね、ケイチくん。
怖くなんかない。何も怖いことなんか。
嘘だ。
Girl, chill, chill. My breathing grew heavy and it felt like my legs were giving out from beneath me. I wasn't even breaking a sweat.
レナだけは相談に乗ってあげられるよ。今度こそ乗ってあげられる。
I had no idea what she was talking about or what exactly she wanted to do.
今度こそ相談に乗ってあげられる。サトシくんの時とは違うもの。
What? When she said Satoshi's name, I turned back for a moment. What is going on? That's what I'm curious about. But even as I did that, Rana was still advancing. I couldn't afford to stop.
サトシくんも悩んでた。
Oh. Everybody, lock in.
辛そうだった。でもレナは相談に乗ってあげられなかった。とても悲しかった。
Where did this street connect to? All these twists and turns, ups and downs. It was hard to believe that this was even remotely in the direction towards my house. My sense of direction had long since gone out the window.
サトシくんが転校しちゃった時ね、本当に後悔したんだよ。レナが相談に乗ってあげれば、サトシくんは転校せずに済んだかもしれないって。すごく後悔した。
This is genuinely some nice ASMR. The road led me deeper into the forest. Wasn't I getting farther away from the village the more I ran? Lost more and more of my composure the more I thought about it. But despite that realization, my inner self was so disturbingly calm.
だからね、誓ったの。もしもサトシくんみたいに苦しんでる人にもう一度会えたなら、レナが助けてあげようって。もう人が転校するところは見たくないな。
Damn it! What does transfer even mean? I won't let you transfer me. I won't end up the same as Satoshi.
さあ、ケイチくん、レナに話して。レナはきっとケイチくんを理解してあげられるよ。レナだけはケイチくんの味方。
I don't think so. I started wheezing, out of breath. Transfer to the shadow realm. Yes. My legs were so hot that they felt like they were going to explode. My heart was beating as hard as it possibly could. Just practiced running instead of my swing. Couldn't even afford to scoff at that stupid thought. She can't help it that her laugh is terrifying. I've never heard her laugh like this before.
悩みがなくなれば、きっとケイチくんも元通り。
What does that even
みん
mean?
なとも仲良しに戻れて、また楽しく部活ができるよ。今度は一緒に組んで、みーちゃんをやっつけようね。
Yeah, how much fun that would be. And I couldn't even imagine how much I wished I had turned back the clock on these past few days.
レナともきっと仲良しに戻れるよ。また一緒に宝探しに行きたいね。
I was gonna say, wasn't there a time where we were digging up Colonel Sanders? That was fun. That was a pretty good time, wasn't it?
今度はお弁当も作っていくよ。なんなら今から宝探しでもいいよ。行こうよ、一緒にダム現場。見つけたばかりのかわいいの、ケイチくんにも見せてあげるね。
I don't like what that might
きっ
be.
とケイチくんも気に入るよ。
As if your girl gives you the yandere laugh, consider if you should run or put a ring on it. My footsteps made pathetic flapping sounds as my legs wobbled and faltered. Hot on my heels, Rena's steps were sharply breaking twigs underfoot. Hey, Lula came in here and she just went brrr, and then she just laid down. I had to accept it. was on the run, being chased by Rena. She caught me. It was all over. I realized it instinctively. Couldn't even begin to think of what the end would entail. Just that if I was caught, it was all over. That's all I knew. It didn't matter how it was going to end. I wouldn't let it end. Not without knowing anything. Not yet. That momentary lapse was all it took. Of all the things that could have happened. My knees buckled underneath me and I crumbled towards the ground. Stupid idiot. I tried to stand frantically, urging my legs to respond. I used my bat as a makeshift cane to prop myself up. Verena was already standing right in front of me. Compared to me, out of breath and utterly exhausted. And it was so cool and composed that she could have froze the air around her. She wasn't breathing hard at all. Rather, you couldn't even sense if her heart was beating.
何が怖いのかな。怯えるなんてケイチくんらしくないよ。
Her expression looked almost affectionate. Those soulless eyes, that mask of affection. She admonished me for trembling. Rena's hand deftly slipped over her head. The blur of arms as they moved made me feel as if I was staring at the godliness of the thousand-armed Buddha. And as both of her hands met above her head, the hatchet she held came into focus. I stared up at it in disbelief. It was all I could do.
教えてくれ。サトシはどうなったんだよ。
Anna stayed like that. That hatchet raised above her head, solemnly opened her mouth. It was as if she was expressing a farewell to a friend she was never to see again. A cruel scenario resided somewhere in her actions.
言ったよ。サトシくんは転校したの。
その転校ってのをやめろよ。鬼隠しってことなんだろ。そうだろ。もう教えてくれたっていいだろ。サトシを消したのは誰だよ。エラかミオンか、それとも村の誰かが。答えろよ。
I became frantic the more I screamed. Verena did nothing but maintain the smile frozen on her face.
ケイチくんが何を言ってるかわからないな。
Eh?
じゃあ分かるように言ってやる。連続開始事件の犯人は誰だ。
ケイチくんは勘違いしてるよ。
え？
人間の犯人なんかいない。すべてはお社様が決めることだもの。
Bro, we got a wild one.
お社様のたたりなんて迷信だろう。レナは信じてるってのか。
信じるとか信じないとかじゃない。お社様はいるの。
Rena's gaze grew even more gelid. The ferocity of her stare was so intense, not allowing me to question anything.
お社様なんているわけが。
ケイチくんは信じないの？
Bro, I'm getting sucked in hook, line, and sinker again. I love this.
お社様。
信じられるはずないだろう。そんなのいるわけがない。
いるよ。お社様。ケイチくんだって身近に感じてるはずだよ。
そんなもの感じたことないよ。
ケイチくんさ、誰かに謝られたことない？それもずっと。
Eh? All noise from the outside world disappeared. Only Rena's voice resounded, loudly and
それは
terribly.
ね、許してもらえるまでずっとついてくるの。学校へもお家へも 枕元へも。
I didn't understand what Rena was saying.
レナのところへも来たんだよ、お社様。だからレナは転校してひなみ沢に帰ってきたの。
Oh? I don't understand. I don't understand. What does transfer even mean? Void, you're at the good shit. What was Rena saying?
圭一くんのところにもお社様来てるんじゃない？きっと相談に乗れるのは私だけ。圭一くんを転校なんかさせないからね。
And his demented laughter clanged around inside my head. I mean, you're my good shit, so every time is good shit. Yeah! Mwah! Was Rena saying Oyashiro-sama came to her as well? That's right. Last night, I heard about that when I asked about Rena. Oh?
他言無用でお願いします。また内容には一部憶測も含まれているかもしれません。
Went to get some cereal. What'd I miss? Oh yeah, we're getting the good spark.
真実ではな
We're
い
at
か
the
も
good
しれ
part.
ないということです。よろしいですね。
Oshi-san began speaking.
被害者も学校も告訴していないので、調書がないのです。
Yeah, Rena's standing above Keiichi with the head. Yeah, we're kind of in a knock-a-bit position right now.
つまり警察が関与してないわけなんですよ。ですから詳細は関係者からの聞き取りのみなのです。つまり信憑性が高くない。
被害者って言いましたか？レナはガラスを割っただけじゃないんですか？
いえ、男子生徒が3人
Three?
レナに殴られています。金属バットでです。2人はあざで済みましたが、1人は片目に後遺症を残すほど
Oh
の大
my
怪我をしたそうです。
God.
それって傷害事件じゃないんですか？警察は逮捕とかしないんですか？
どういうわけか被害者が告発しないんですよ。警察に届け出がないので。
Beaten with a bat and suffered significant injuries. Normally, there would be a criminal investigation. Why did they press
被
charges?
害者の男子生徒3人にもそれぞれ話を聞こうとしましたが、全員口が重いんです。こう言ってはなんですが、怯えてるんですよ。彼女が転校した今でも。
大石さん、話を最初から整理して話してくれませんか？
Rena hit people while she broke the windows? Or was it she started breaking the windows after she got bored of hitting people? They sounded similar, but the meanings were drastically different.
某月某日、リュウグウレナは親しい男子生徒3人と一緒にプール倉庫のあたりで話をしていました。
その3人って何者ですか？
個人名は伏せますが、3人ともリュウグウレナととても親しい仲良しグループだったそうです。彼女はこう言ってんだったんですな。
So it wasn't that strange that the four of them were together.
それでどうなったんです？
Wait, they're teens, right? Not preteens? I know it's a mixed age. I think we're middle school age.
理由はわかりません。リュウグウレナはプール倉庫脇にあった野球部のバットを手に取り、3人を次々に殴り倒しました。
There were no witnesses. An account pieced together by the information given at the time of the incident. One day after school, Rena and 3 male students were at a pool storage shed talking together. Your joke works. They weren't seeking help. Rather, they usually met up there. It appears it became a heated discussion. that time, Rena underwent a change. The change was so abrupt that the three of them didn't comprehend what was happening. Then, taking the metal bat, she attacked her friends, one after the other. Ugh. Someone told Rena that Mew could be found under a trunk. Leaving her friends covered in blood with gashes on their heads, she made her way towards the school building. Then she broke the glass windows one after the other. A few minutes later, a teacher appeared on the scene and subdued her.
レナに起こった変化って何ですか？
3人の証言で一致するのは突然人が変わった。
Is it like the kind we've seen?
豹変したという点です。
表変
Oh? I also could recall Rena's transformation. What is that kind? I'd seen that change many times before. It was so different from the usual Rena that I couldn't help but believe it was someone else who looked like Rena.
その表変っていうのはたびたびあったことなんですか？
いえ、そういうのは全くなかったそうです。
Where that window incident was at least $1,000 and a week's worth of work. For real.
私も調べられる限り、彼女の過去や病歴等を追ってみましたができませんでした。
そのレナみたいに突然人が変わる現象って結構あるんですか？
Wait, so... Is that a Yashiro-sama?
もちろんありますよ。精神的なものから性格的なものまでたくさんあります。
ではレナには潜在的に表変する要素があったってことですか？
断言はできません。ですが、竜宮レナをよく知る友人たちからの証言では、とても彼女にそういう要素があるようには思えません。
Kind, caring, and adorable. Even before she transferred here. Probably pretty popular in school like she was now. That girl transforming suddenly and assaulting them with a bat. Who could imagine such a thing? Nobody could have seen it coming. I myself sometimes believe that I was mistaken for thinking that was Rena. Even now.
そしてどうなったんですか？
学校の正面が病院でしたので、3人はすぐに病院に担ぎ込まれ、手当てを受けました。
レナは警察はどうして警察沙汰にならなかったんですか？
警察は呼ばれなければ関与はできませんからね。
一人は後遺症を残すくらい大怪我したんじゃないんですか？どうして訴えないんです？
Kind of reminds me of the good era of Corpse Party. I have a new thing to look into then. Bro, I am pushing my luck with the 30% fail chances. Dude, I've been kind of doing that too. Or I've been more in like the 20% mark.
私もそこは引っかかりました。何かの圧力、もしくは脅迫があったのか。
Don't think you can charge a 12-year-old? I have no idea how juvenile arrests work in Japan. I imagine there's some kind of Japan juvie.
それとも訴えたくても訴えられない理由があったのか。
OG Corpse Party was good. I have plenty to look
もち
into
ろん
then.
大石さんのことですから調べたんですよね。
ねえ、まあ。ですが、初めに言いましたよね。被害者たちの口がとにかく重いのです。触れたがらないというか、関わりたくないというか。
Reluctant to talk. Didn't want to touch it. Didn't want to be involved. Resembled the villagers here. And Ayashiro-sama's curse.
学校の先生とかからは何も聞けなかったんですか？
学校は聖域なんですよ。 隠蔽体質とでも言いますか。
Yeah, true.
私も捜査令状を取ってませんから弱いんですよね。
じゃあ学校側はノーコメント？
いえ、
No comment.
事件の存在自体を否定しました。
Hmm.
ですが某日、間違いなく病院に3人の男子生徒が打撲で担ぎ込まれたのは事実なんです。病院にその記録が残ってますので。
被害者は語らず学校は否定する。何もわからないじゃないですか。
ねえ、その事件があったという事実以上のことは何もわかりません。
Sorry if I'm not commenting too much right now. This is just... I'm absorbing.
被害者たちもこの事件が公になることを望んでいませんので、私と前原さん、私たち2人が忘れれば事件はそのまま闇に消えるでしょうな。
For a brief period, we sat in silence. At first glance, it looked like a simple assault case. That was just the tip of the iceberg. The depths were obscured by rolling waves. Roiling waves, mayhaps. Sinking quietly into the void, as if it never existed to begin with.
その後、学校を謹慎で休学します。そしてその間、神経科医のカウンセリングを受けました。
その医者からは何か聞けたんですか？
Wouldn't that break, I don't know, HIPAA
こ
Japan?
れがまた職業倫理のしっかりした尊敬すべき方でしてね。口が硬いんですよ。もうとにかく。
警察手帳を見せてもダメなんですか？
書面で申請しろと言われました。手帳自体に法的拘束力は何もありませんからね。
Don't know if Corpse Party would survive a stream though with how intense it gets. Oh, I need to figure out. Is it one of those things where it's blatantly like super duper graphic? I would have to like censor it on the screen. I don't know if I'd have to get like a I could get a guide. I could get like a little I'll get a little game buddy.
じゃあ大石さんはどうやってレナがお社様のことを告白
I don't know,
したことを
YouTube
知ったんで
allows
す
for
か？
corpse party videos. I'm looking into it right now, and the original 96 version is a good one. Ooh. I always like looking at the OGs. Not like super blatant all the time, but there's moments of intense imagery. Yeah. I guess the most we get here is the occasional, graphic description.
一部を聞いてた看護師さんがいましてね。
2016 one is on Steam, and a remake with new art and extra stuff, but in my opinion, the OG is the way to go. Dude, I absolutely feel you. That's why I got the 07th mod. That's why I got the 07th mod here.
この方は手帳を見せただけで協力してくださいました。
The extra stuff, I mean like more bad endings and more chapters. Ooh.
それでなんと？
Later games in Course Party are very much too blatant and downright gross. Okay. I'll keep an eye on the original. Turns out that the nurse hadn't heard everything. Apparently all that she remembered was what she overheard from inside the room.
看護師さんが言うには、その時のリュウグウレナはとても淡々としていて落ち着いていたそうです。
It was more like she was confessing her sins at church than a counseling session. She spoke with her mother there for some of it. Partway through, her mother was asked to leave, so it became a private counseling session between just the doctor and Rena for a while. The series got kind of weird with fan service after the OG. How do you do fan service in Corpse Party? Like, I don't think panty shots really fit the tone. It's called Corpse Party. Why are you putting panty shots in Corpse Party?
例のお社様の話はどこで出てきたんですか？
途中です。その名前を突然叫んだのです。
Oh.
だから看護師さんもびっくりして聞き耳を立てたのです。
I zoned back in at the worst time. Oh. I just suddenly shouted that. I had no idea what was said before that, so I had no idea what the meaning behind it could have been. Bro, I don't... Corpse party. Potential corpse party. We just need to get through this, This is a mountain. I'll never forget the greatest quote from that game. What? Excuse me? No? You know how Danganronpa fetishized some of the depths they got to that point in Corpse? Dude, no. 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 It's a real line. I don't want to butter the pooper. I don't know that quote. I don't. I'm a visual novel newbie. I'm a newbie at this. I'm a noob at this. Butter my pooper. What are we talking about? Buttering our poopers, apparently. Get with the program, Void. I can't do this. Doctor calmly and collectedly asked Rena to have a seat.
そのお社様というのは何ですか?
My vibe, I had a whole tone going. Gently, ever so gently. A fundamental part of counseling is to be good, patient listener.
南沢を捨てた人は必ずお社様に追われるんです。
Oh.
そしてとうとう私のところにも来たんです。
竜宮さんが今のお家に引っ越される前に住んでいた町ですね。
私は引っ越したくなかったけど、お母さんとお父さんの都合で仕方なく引っ越しました。でもお社様は許してくれなかったんです。
竜宮さんはきっとひなみ沢にもお友達がたくさんいたんでしょうね。今でも懐かしいんじゃないですか。
帰りたい。ひなみ沢に帰りたい。帰りたいんじゃない。帰らなきゃいけない。本当はもっと早くに帰らなきゃいけなかった。
Got an English translation of the OG? Heck yeah. If I can confirm that that's like safe for streaming, I am down for that. We could, I don't know. Are you guys down for like a full-on horror rabbit hole? Because I've been doing Higurashi once a week. I've been pretty much doing like Balan once every week or two. Like, would you be okay having like 2 horror series going at a time? Just go into the deep end. Gonna paste it in here and see if YouTube lets me. If it doesn't work, you're more than welcome to DM me. Like on Twitter. I'm absolutely here for it. I love horror games like Balan Wonderworld. True.
お社様というのはそのひなみ沢の神様なんですね。
Do you guys see it? I do not see it. I do not see it on my end. Actually, if I do channel activity, does that show anything? Yeah, it didn't even show in the channel activity. I think it just didn't detect the link at all. Oh my gosh, my head is itchy.
誰でも知ってるひなみ沢の守り神様なんです。それでひなみ沢を捨てて出て行こうとすると罰を当てるんです。
竜宮さんが引っ越しをされたのはもうずいぶん前ですよね。では今になってその神様
I do not either. Okay. YouTube think auto deletes comments with links even in regular YouTube comments. Yeah, I think there's a setting. I might have put that on just like as a safety precaution. I'm not sure if there's a way to like. See, here's the thing. I know that like. I know it's not like Twitch where you can like VIP someone and be like, oh yeah, this person's VIP, they can do more. YouTube typically filters links. Yeah. Stout it! Everyone rejoice, Stout has arrived. It's been a week. I almost slipped through this. You made it. You made it.
信じないでしょうけど、お社様はいるんです。
So it's called Memories of Fear if you guys want to find it for yourselves. Ooh, yeah. Nurse was asked by another nurse to do something and left the room. That was all she remembered.
お社様がか。
確かにひなみ沢にはそういう迷信があります。里を捨てて出ていくとお社様の罰が当たるという。この辺りは前原さんもすでにご存知ですよね。
I knew very well what those scorned by the village incurred. Under the dam construction project, they cursed the construction foreman to his death. And the following year, Satoko's parents, supporters, and leading advocates for the dam were cursed to their death. Oh, it's on Internet Archive! Awesome! Even better. I awoke 8 minutes ago. My man.
初耳です。
Oh wait, did I read that one? Oh. But this was the first time I've heard of the curse incurred by leaving the village.
村の外敵がたたられるのはわかりますが、どうして出ていく村人まで？普通出ていくものはたたられないものじゃないんですか？
I know it's a bit strange to say it, but I could see it as a rule that the people who come in are the ones who would be cursed. Far from Jupiter, far from his thunder. Curses weren't something to chase after people that leave, were they? Oshi-san pondered for a bit over on the other end of the receiver, then began speaking again.
ひなみ沢が大昔鬼ヶ淵と呼ばれていたという話はしましたよね。
I recalled hearing that. Vaguely. Long ago, Hinamizawa was feared and respected as the village of demons.
麓の村人たちは鬼たちを崇めていました。で、鬼ヶ淵は神聖な土地なので絶対に不可侵。むやみに立ち入るとお社様のたたりがあるとされてきたんです。
Those who set foot in Onigafuchi, in other words, Hinamizawa, would be cursed. I can understand that.
それはわかります。でも出ていくのまでダメってのは。
鬼たちもまたですね。属性に出ていかないようお社様に厳しく見張られていたんだとか。つまりお社様ってのは属性と鬼ヶ淵の交流を禁じていたんでしょうな。
You see, I finally understood what sort of thing Oyashio-sama was.
つまりお社様ってのは守り神ってよりも監視者なんですね。この地を外界から隔離しようとする。
そんな感じになるんでしょうな。すみません、私も詳しくないんです。この辺りはばあ様の受け売りでして。
I'd understand it a bit better if it was like that. Those who came to Hinamizawa would be cursed, and those who tried to leave would also be cursed. So, because Rena originally lived in Hinamizawa and moved away, she fulfilled the requirements for being cursed.
つまりレナは望まない引っ越しをしたためお社様のたたりにあったとそう話しているわけですか。
要約するとそういう意味なんでしょうな。
I forgot to answer, but I'm cool watching you experience whatever VN you feel like doing that day. Sorry, I'm eating a mint.
実際この後しばらくしてひなみ沢に引っ越していますから。
Those who abandoned Hinamizawa and left were cursed. But then, why only Rena? Shouldn't Rena's parents have also been guilty of the same transgression by moving away and have been cursed? Also, in this day and age in Japan, shouldn't there be a lot of people coming and going? If every single one of them was cursed, then it'd be insane. But in reality, it wasn't that big of a deal at all. At most, there would be one person dying and one disappearing on the day of the Watanagashi. I don't like saying at most, though.
まあとにかくわからないことだらけなんですよ。親代様のたたりがどうだったにせよ、クラスメートを金属バットで殴った理由にはなりませんし、被害者が訴えない理由にもなりません。まさか前原さんも恐ろしいたたりが起こって被害者たちがすくみ上がったなんてこと信じるわけないですよね。
Of course, I didn't want to believe it. But more importantly, I just realized something else. There was another bizarre connection that Rena made between Oyashiro-sama's curse and metal bat. Satoshi fell victim to Oyashiro-sama's curse and went missing. I'd recently learned that Satoshi had also become infatuated with the metal bat right before he disappeared, just like me. And Rena as well. She was affected by Oyashiro-sama's curse. She confessed that much to the doctor. And the weapon which she had used at the time of that horrendous act was again a metal bat. Finally, me. I'd encountered various things that were inexplicable, and now I was holding on to a metal bat. I was shocked when I learned that Satoshi did the same thing. Couldn't be. Did the same thing happen to Rena? There was one critical difference between her and Satoshi's case. That being, Satoshi went missing after falling victim to the curse, but Rena was still here. Both of them had fallen victim to Oyashiro-sama's curse, yet they were met with different endings. Finally, me. I couldn't call it coincidence anymore. Rena, Satoshi. Finally, me. Could it be that I was really under Oyashiro-sama's curse right now? No. More importantly than that, what should I do now? Satoshi had been demoned away, vanished without a trace. Rena was fine. Fine? Rena had undergone a change. I could only believe that there was something that was Rena residing within her. And yeah, right now, standing before me.
レナ、教えてくれ。俺はどうなるんだよ。
Rena stood imposingly, not answering.
サトシは消えた。だけどレナは消えなかった。じゃあ俺はどうなるんだよ。
I'd never heard such an unpleasant laugh before. Rude. It'd become akin to the sound of her breathing. It's no longer a voice, or an expression, or a feeling.
大丈夫だよ。
Get a new weapon, twin. That bat's gonna be rusty. Dude, I feel like the bat's
レナが
cursed.
助けてあげるから。
Rena took one step forward, still holding the hatchet high above her head.
さあ、
One step closer. Rena's face spread out to fill my vision.
話して。
One step closer. Rena's nose was close enough to touch mine. Still pushing closer.
話したいことがあるんだよね。レナが聞いてあげる。助けてあげるから。ね。
Nose kisses.
話してね。
Slumped down, landing squarely on my butt. It wasn't for some pathetic reason. It was all I could do to get as far away from Rena. Bro, if they're nose kissing, she ain't hitting shit if she swings for— Dude, for real. Like, getting a chance at something? I don't know. I had the gut feeling that I couldn't let her laughter end. Because when that laughing ended, the moment I picked up on that feeling, my body moved by instinct. I sprang to my feet so fast, even I couldn't believe it. Pushed Rena away with both hands. Rena was as light as a feather, thrown about by the unbalanced weight of the hatchet. She was sent backwards as if she had been carried off by the wind. After confirming that out of the corner of my eye, I dashed off at full speed. I was the perfect picture of fleeing like a greased pig. Ew. Get away from Rena. Run away. Survive. Dare I say, ran away. I couldn't think of anything other than this. While I was running, I remembered I'd been holding on to a bat the entire time. Such a worthless weapon. I couldn't believe I'd forgotten about this weapon at such an important time. I sped even farther down the winding path. I didn't even feel myself grasping for breath, my legs getting heavy. Butter. My butter? Butter? Butter, my pooper! I didn't run away from here. I wouldn't live. Couldn't hear the laughter of that simulacrum of Rena coming from behind me. Oh, I could hear. Did I say I couldn't? Because I can't hear. It rang through the trees and in my head, and slowly chiseled away at my sanity. The grove of trees thinned out. My field of vision suddenly expanding. Where was this? For a moment I was bewildered at the scenery I felt I knew, but couldn't quite remember. I quickly realized, is this the dam? It was a damn sight! The fact that I dashed madly and ended up in a place like this gave me a bad feeling. Like I was following someone's scripted plot. Don't tell him. I had a good view of my surroundings. I didn't see a single soul here. This was a terrible spot for someone on the run. But there was no better place for an attacker. My heart was already on the verge of bursting. The muscles in my legs were screaming. But I didn't care. If I stopped here, then they might not even be able to scream for much longer. Even still, I glanced back, looking for an excuse to rest. Rena wasn't there. Instead, I saw two villagers walking around. I breathed a sigh of relief that it wasn't Rena, but a third party. Except the voice inside me rang the alarm once again. The villagers walking around weren't suspicious in and of themselves. It bothered me. Both wore rough-looking clothes. Empty-handed, they definitely gave the impression they were just out for a walk. But this time of day, two adults wandering around without a purpose was enough to raise questions. But more than anything else, those eyes? They weren't chit-chatting while walking. They were both silent, heading forward. Looking in my direction. What? Was I at the end of my rope and finally started imagining things? I should run away. You should run. That was probably the best choice. Yeah. They weren't involved. I'd lose them easily by running. If they were part of the group after me, then they would come running after me. Either way, unless I hurried up, Rena would catch up with me. That's right. I was going to run. Deciding that the moment I began to turn tail, both of them rushed towards me as if they knew exactly what I was thinking. Oh dear. Oh dear. Somewhere inside me, I jumped to the conclusion that Rena was the only thing I needed to be afraid of. Made the assumption that I didn't need to fear anything else. But right now, I realized just how blatantly wrong I was. Suddenly, the story Oshi-san told me about the demons all leaving the village to hunt prey floated through the back of my mind. I could tell they were both coming after me without even turning around because of their frantic footsteps. Oh, I love your cookies. It was frightening, being unable to shake Ren off as she slowly closed in on me. But this didn't even compare. Being pursued with such violent ferocity, the straightforward horror was unparalleled. Keiichi's having about it. Yeah, Keiichi's not having fun right now. One of the pursuer's arms grazed my shoulders. Now it wasn't just their frenzied footsteps, but also the distinct sound of their breathing I could hear. How blatantly bald? Did I say bald? Say bald? Bald? No. I could practically feel them breathing on me. They were already right behind me. Calm down, Keiichi Maibata. Take a shot. Still running at full tilt, I felt the surrounding area go still. No. Like time itself had stopped. I turned my head back slightly in that frozen world, realizing how close my pursuers had gotten to me. I couldn't win against the legs of an adult. In less than the time it would take to blink twice, when this frozen time began moving again, he'd be right on top of me. Would you like to be born into the Higurashi world? Get back to me on that one. I'll have an answer. Top of me. And then? Don't think about that, Keiichi. First, realize that you won't be able to shake them off like this. If the fact that you can't get away was a given, then you need to make a decision. Go with the right leg, go with the left. You just need to decide which one. Let's go with the left. The moment I decided that, temporal singularity burst into pieces. Right. Left. I swung the bat in a wide arc, my right arm. Using that inertia, I stopped and suddenly spun.
No.
Two of them were clearly startled, momentarily losing sight of me. Both of their outstretched arms, ready to grab me, instead grasped an empty space. The man on the right, I applaud him being able to figure it out, spun around to the spot that I shouldn't have been, and faced me in astonishment. But it was too late. I didn't even need to swing my bat. All I needed to do was extend my arms as I turned around. It was by no means a heavy blow, but it seemed like it had enough power behind it to knock him off his feet. Guys, I think this is our first physical assault. Yay! But just knocking him down wasn't enough to scare him away. Got back up in no time. Both of them took a fighting stance and were ready to face me. This made me certain they weren't just two people out for a walk. They were clearly after me. Where's Lotion Man? Do Rena's fingers mean nothing to you? Apparently Lotion Man means nothing to me too. Here, let me check the... Oh yeah, right. I have the Lotion Man thing labeled. DLC Moo is Lotion Man replacement. Yeah, name your price on the DLC, boys. Just by not recognizing their faces, by not knowing them, it made things easier. I smiled wryly on the inside. 100 yen. It's fine if it was just a bluff. By barking out at them, I was able to fire myself up and respond. They spread out either side of me with unbelievably calm expressions on their faces. One of them would grab onto my bat, and the other would hold me down. Was that their plan? Taking on both of them at once would be impossible. Hot sweat poured from every pore in my body. And I just had to settle with the first move. I'd step in, strike the first one down. Narrowing my target down to the man on the right, who had already been knocked down before. I stepped in, swung with all my might. Can't believe there's 3 Maimus. Here we got Big Moo and Little Moo and Fry Moo. There's no way for an unarmed person to guard against it. It would cause immense damage. If they blocked it with their arm, their bone would snap like a twig. If they turned their back to it, it was possible that the blow would travel all the way to their vital organ. Oh my god, dude. Looks like it was aware of this. Pushed farther through the kill zone between us and delivered a fist right into my gut. And we have been physically assaulted by an adult. Not good. This distance, in this position, in this state, there's no way for me to dodge it. The world flipped upside down. I understood that I was being tossed around like a rag doll. Keiichi's having edgy teenage thoughts. Yeah, he's having thoughts. I landed on the soft earth without a sound, feeling the grainy soil press against my face. Didn't hurt at all. But the moment I thought that, I suddenly felt pain coming from the abrasions on my skin, as well as the contents of my stomach being forced upwards, flooding, but he flew up. I knew very well that I didn't have time to relish this experience. I don't quite want to. It is assault if we took a swing first. It is if it... Yeah. I don't know. It's like, whether we took a first swing or not, I guess that is assault on a minor. I stood up as quickly as I could, but at that moment, the other man was already barreling towards me. Being able to comprehend calmly that I simply couldn't dodge it, it made it all the more upsetting. After plowing into my stomach full force once again, my assailant twisted around behind me and locked his thick arm around my neck. My throat felt like it was being crushed by his immense strength. You know, there are some people that enjoy that too. I'd say it's self-defense since Keiichi is... Oh, I'm sorry, I think I accidentally... Oh, I couldn't even contemplate that I was being strangled or that I was about to go unconscious. My vision simply darkened. The silent whining noise began to play deep inside my mind. It took everything I had to keep myself from blacking out. Hear me out. Think Ryan's gonna save us? Sorry for saying this, but that sounded wrong. Oh my god. While this was happening, the other man was more than likely standing in front of me. I wasn't able to open my eyes. I could feel that he was there. There was nothing I could do now. Unable to shake this arm off me. I couldn't run. I couldn't fight back. Dire straits. I couldn't even come up with a phrase that adequately described my situation. That's the cliffhanger? Huh? We go bed? I might end soon, but I have to figure out what's going on here first. Familiar ceiling. Smell of the bed and pillows. I knew them well. What happened? Good question. Was this my room? Normally there wouldn't be anyone in my room besides me. Their presence made the spring wide awake. When I did that, pain shot through my entire body. Enlarged, enlarged compressed PNG. Enlarged compressed PNG, Rena. Why was Rena in my room? I need this, dude. I need to make this part of an overlay somewhere, dude. No, 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 no. You know what? Next time we play Balan, I'm just gonna put Rena on the side like this. I was Rena in my room. Blood began to surge through my muscles and my capillaries. Compressed, enlarged Muwen. Pay the troll toll. But Rena's smile belonged to the Rena I knew well. I knew I shouldn't let myself feel this way. I relaxed, thinking that this version of Rena was safe.
俺はどうして
覚えてないの？
意識がなくなってからのことは全然。
My body had become more lethargic than I could ever have imagined. I guess that would be the expected outcome after exerting everything I had back there. I tried to at least clear my head, but I just couldn't shake the sluggish feeling out of my mind.
一応お医者さんにも電話したから、もうすぐ来ると思うよ。それまで横になってた方がいいと思うな。
Really? I wasn't injured seriously enough to merit calling a doctor. Knowing that someone impartial was coming was slightly reassuring. Dude, you're calling a doctor from Hinamizawa. I don't think it's gonna be biased. I think there's gonna be a little bit of bias.
俺どうしてここにいるんだ。確かダム現場で。
それはレナが聞きたいな。
Huh?
何があったのかな。レナが行った時にはケイチ君倒れてて。
Huh?
だから聞きたいのは俺の方だよ。変な二人組に襲われて。
As I talked about it, I finally remembered what happened right before I passed out. Recalling that memory and the terror that went along with it caused the fogginess around my head to clear right up. Let's forget about those two for now. I didn't expect Rena to be nursing me. I thought Rena was trying to kill me. She would have had the perfect chance while I was unconscious. Not only did she not kill me, she nursed me back to health.
よく俺を引きずってここまで来れたな。重かったろ。
Looking at Rena's delicate frame, it was hard to believe that she had not only gotten me back home, but even dragged me all the way up to the second floor. Did she have some help?
ケイチ君、覚えてないの？
Why did Keiichi get into a 2v1? I don't know. Apparently we picked a fight with God. Out, you live! Rena appeared a bit surprised, but still kept her smile.
レナはケイチ君に肩を貸しただけだよ。大丈夫、自分で歩けるってケイチ君が。覚えてない？
I've been here a minute. I've just been unresponsive. If you need to sleep, you sleep. I didn't remember. It sounds like something... See, now we're kind of like blurring the lines here. The memory was fuzzy after the point where I lost consciousness.
二人組はどうした？レナが来た時、俺と一緒に、あるいはそばに二人組の男が。
いなかったよ。
She said it bluntly. The way she stated it felt slightly unpleasant. I was just too timid at that time. Might have been able to force some answers out of Rena. If I did that, then this kind of Rena might just transform into the scary Rena who I didn't know. Fearing that, I didn't press any further. Okay. Possibilities. I was wondering if we were heading into the Rena saving Keiichi situation here. I'm wondering. Do you think she killed the guys? If it is that direction. Crackpot theory. The tinfoil hat coming on right now. You think she killed the guys? Do you think we're gonna be hearing in the news in a couple minutes about, like, two men mysteriously dead by hatchet? Thinking about it was the obvious choice. Both of those men were there. I don't think Rena would have ever stood a chance. I'm sorry, Maimu, but my brain just rendered that Big Maimu and Small Maimu are the same avatar. I don't know what I could do. One dead, ooh, that would be good. I couldn't find a way to explain it unless I assumed she brought me here after those two were already gone. And I was still smiling. Her eyes sparkled warmly. I felt like I was hallucinating when I saw something. Something akin to a shadow slowly creeping across her face. Small omen. Sent shivers down my spine. While Rena was still Rena, I needed to make contact. I needed to contact Oishi-san. Rena stopped me when I tried to get out of bed. She said it would aggravate my wounds, so I should just sleep.
ごめん。
Oh no, her little shrimp hand. It's that vibe to switch just so the chance of her murking those what? Yeah, sure. Rena couldn't say anything else. Okay, hear me out. Oh no. Wait, no. I was gonna say we end things here. Oh no. Get out. Get out window. Get out window. I thought maybe that would, like, be a little better. Okay. Ah! Oh wait, we're not deep fried again. Hold on. Oh yeah, it's two separate things. Here, I'll get you a different one. Because I like you guys.
Titan tossed $6 through the portal. Before you go, unblur Friedmu.
Unblur fried moo. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, here. Here, I might actually have to... Here. Which setting did I use for this again? Use the color correction. Oh yeah, I just used color correction. Okay. Oh wait, no. Hold on. No, hold on. No. There we go. I almost got rid of my chatting thing. I'm so sorry. Okay. Well, we gotta unblur fried moo. Oh wait, I think I accidentally... Wait, did I chroma key? What did I do to... Oh, it's Luma key. Hold on. You. And color correction. There we go. I have the deep fry moo. I dropped a marshmallow for my Lucky Charms. No. Here, actually. Would do even better. I deep fried it for you. Fried blue. I like the blue. I genuinely kind of like the contrast. Like this is cool. This is actually like decent contrast. A little eye hurty, but if it's small enough. Just a reminder, guys, I'm at the opening act of the Sunlit Stage. Mesa, Arizona. Taiyokan! Dude, where do we go from here? Well, I know where I go. I go bed. Sunlit, more like sundown. Only 6 hours away from my location if I show up in person. Ow. Since the color palette is like a sundown. Oh, true. Sunset. Sundown, sunset. Yeah. It's all by sundown. Okay. My head is itchy and we almost died. I'd say that's a good way to end things off. Okay, but yeah. I need bedtime, and then we can just chat without game. In my mind, there are 2 types of streams. There are chat while we game, and chat while we don't game. Try to cry over more 100 line. Dude, let me know how ending number 2 goes. Take your hat off. Okay. When Doodle Moo was created, the hat was, like, physically glued onto my head, so I think it's gonna be a little bit hard. Oh, I'm on 30 endings out of 100? Dude, how many made you cry? Let me know how specifically ending number 14 goes. Do you ever wish you could force people's blood cells to explode? Dude, isn't that just like bloodbending from Avatar: The Last Airbender? Is it a screw-in hat? Actually, good question. I never tested it myself. I know sometimes they add like adhesives when you screw in a screw to keep the screw in better. Ending 14 is Toxic Yowie. Yes! I'm gonna inch myself. Nope, nope, not you. Inch myself a little bit. Okay. There we go. I'm just gonna... Okay, but yeah. Me go night-night. I gotta go bed. Is there a Yuri ending? There is probably a Yuri ending. Like, how can you have 1 out of 100 ending? Yes! Yuri! Use your ointments. No ointment, only lotion. Is there a toxic Yuri ending? Okay, yep. Is there toxic? There is a route where the MC's girl gets stolen by another girl. Yuri cock! Yuri and Yaoi is like yin and yang. Man. I'm so glad that Yaoi is real. But okay, for right now I think I am gonna go into just that. The outros. I'm glad. What do you mean, what is Yaoi? It's this made-up thing that people created. It's like Yuri with guys. I don't know how it works either. I don't know, they just kind of made it up. Ooh, wait. I have one more thing. So, you've probably seen Side to Side. Side Stein has graduated and done diddly died. She decided to get me a wonderful present for Christmas. In here. Actually, can I copy image? Oh no, that just does the little moo moo again. Hold on. If I don't get rid of the filter on this one, when I replace the image, it's just gonna deep fry. So, you get free DLC. I think. Well, show it as a JPEG. It should be a JPEG. I don't get why I wouldn't take a JPEG. Thank you. Saida Stein gave me model Haimu. Saida Stein gave me model Haimu. She gave me Yuri before she exploded in that hot air balloon accident. Dude. DTT killed Saida. It was a crab. Crab crash. Yeah, Saida died after I followed. It's okay. She's out there somewhere watching, waiting. But dude, yeah, she ended up getting this for me. She ended up getting it for me after not after. It was before Christmas. It just took a while to ship out. Because I just didn't realize she just straight up went to an awesome artist for a print. And the button! I gotta figure out what to do with that button. Is Twitter censored on YouTube? What do you mean? Crabs knew she had too much crab rangoons. Hold on. Heavy is the crab that ran the goon. But yes, huge shout out to Saida Stein. Thank you, Saida, for giving me appreciation for Beyond the Grave. Wherever you go. Soon, we will meet again. Oh, could you post it on your socials? Oh, wait, what am I... Wait, hold on. What am I... Oh! Or, no, you're not asking me to post my social... I don't know what I'm posting on my socials. Although I did get your link. Did get your link. Why their hair gray? Oh, the model. Oh yeah. I did post a picture of my merch on Twitter. I don't know if sometimes it blocks the word for specific social media. That is weird. That is super weird. I don't know if that's specific art. Wait a minute, no shot, I found it. No shot, I found the specific art. Oh, you did, I might have messed up. Actually, though, what I will do... I am gonna give a shout out to the artist. Y'all, follow Emily Kitten and support their stuff. Okay. Support her stuff. Because she's awesome. I got mono homu button. I got mono homu button and it's also good. Okay. End. I must end. Done. Yay! Seriously, give her support. That was awesome. But also, I need to sleep. Bye, Moo. Oh yeah, I guess that is the outro now. Before we go, guys. Thank you for watching. If you like this stream, if you like it, comment if you want to show how much you enjoy it. Subscribe if you like what you see. We're gonna do a chat tomorrow. Maimu 10 at Advanced GG. I already have. We'll do it over and over and over again until your hands hurt. I saw you reacting. Dude, I'm so looking forward to While Park is Not Rising. Please. Okay. Be your 522nd or 530. Dang. Old school. But in the meantime, thank you for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow. You shut up. Oh yeah, also coffee. I had the coffee there. See you guys. Bye, Moo.